What's up, FDMX fitness fanatics? Here we go. TRX training program part 3, day 7. Okay, we got the TRX, we got some dumbbells. I'm using some 20s and 25s. Feel free to mess around with the weight. Don't be so obsessed on what kind of weight, what kind of TRX you have, rings or not TRX, whatever. A lot of you guys are still really concerned about comparing this equipment to that equipment or this weight to that weight. Like I always say, that just makes you sound like a beginner, a very beginner, right? Nothing works unless you do, right? And I know it sounds trite and repetitive and simple and stupid, but it's about who can be the most consistent with it. Doesn't really matter about the weight. Anybody has a nice body. Was it because they used rings or they used TRX or they used this much weight or that much weight? The reason they went from this to this, you gotta look at all in between. You gotta look at that routine because you're gonna be a product of your routine, all right? And I think that some people, we look for answers. You need knowledge, You need knowledge and you gotta have application to be able to apply it. But you gotta look at all the things they've gone through and what's kept them in the game, right? Anyway, today we're gonna be creative, man. We're gonna actually do some new things today. We're gonna be doing some chainsaws, which I like a lot. I probably could use a heavier weight and definitely slowed it down. Okay, so check this out. This is how it's gonna look. Strap's gonna go out to about above the knee, at least for me. Then you gotta get into your stance like this, keep your abs tight, bend your knees, okay, obviously, and then just don't round your back, keep everything nice and tight. I like doing these more. This is gonna engage the core more on the TRX as opposed to, I usually do chainsaws, I'll find somewhere to plant my hand, like on a bench or on the weight rack. When you do chainsaws, you get in that position and just rip it. But the TRX was like wobbling everywhere, so that was more core involved, and it was great, man. Another great move that you can do with your TRX and your dumbbells together, right? Okay, man, so that's gonna be the first move. I'll be here the entire time. We got 2 circuits. We got, 10 sets? 10 sets each circuit, right? Lock in, man, so you're ready to get busy. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, man, here we go. So, like I said, he is going way too fast. And like I said, there's been 3 videos out there. I've seen footage where Sim's going too quick. I got a 25 in the hand. I know I wanted to burn everything, and that's great. I'd rather have slowed it down and got a 30 or a 35. Or even if I just kept the same damn weight, that'd have been fine. Abs tight, so important here. Way too fast. Just slow it down a little bit, man. Slow it down. Like I said, it was like these last 3 videos that I've shot. Some in TRX training program part 4, some in 3. They gave me this bad runner's cramp, you know what I mean? And my shoulders start to flip out. Sometimes you get a little too excited, man. You gotta slow that shit down. Coming up next, dumbbell curls. Very simple, very basic. I'm gonna do 2 on each side like this. You can do 3 on each side. I love doing curls, man. I really do. I always have, dude. Love doing curls, man. More so than triceps. I think that's just what guys like to do. You're a 15-year-old boy, you want to just curl some weight and do bench press. Those are 2 favorite things to do: curls and bench press. Down slow. Boom. Perfect. Slow it down a little bit more. Core tight, core engaged. Down, boom. Focus, pay attention. Go inside the body. Think outside the box. We'll try to figure out what's going to work for you. Use the knowledge that's important, Learn from the mistakes that others have made, but don't get too caught up and lost in someone else's way of doing it. Make it your own way. Know the basics. Get the basics under control first, but mess around, experiment. Oh, let's do. All right, coming up next, double crusher hugs. So no more biceps, but TRX involved crushing on same side 2 times, then switching arms on top elbows nice and high, too down low. Obviously, well for me, the arm that's on top, I just feel it more. I can hook in and just get the top part, just right there. Yeah, next video, I'll slow down, man. Just why, I mean, we had so many workout videos shot. We're doing the commentary now, let's get busy. So I didn't catch this until I saw like four videos that we already shot. But why didn't you redo them, Sim, and slow your stupid self down? Are you serious? No. You get the idea. You can slow it down. We gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep moving. Workout's still good. This is actually a pretty good tempo for this. Oh, I mean, at the same time too, man, I say slow it down, but feel it out. I just think in general, you're gonna get a better pump, be able to train more days, more time under tension, more fat loss just by slowing it down, right? Because even with the most perfect form, you could walk right into joint pain, right? You don't want that. You do not want that. That's just the worst thing to have, dude. Coming up next, X-drills. Down slow, X up. Going at some back muscles, a little bit of posterior shoulder. All right? We gotta train a lot, man. We gotta train a lot. That's why, I mean, I don't do that much cardio, but I am doing some cardio because I have to, because body starts to get stale and I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep the sugar out of the body. Let's get busy. You know, like, I'm sure I've told you that before, and you should already know this, but if not, when you work out and exercise, are we burning all kinds of fat? We're gonna burn some fat today. When you sweat, is it fat? Hell no. When you work out, you are burning sugar, glycogen, right? And it stores itself in the muscles, man. So you ain't gonna burn any fat, really. You won't burn enough fat to be visible until you get that sugar out. So we gotta move, and sometimes, you know, the cardio, does it burn my muscles? Kinda, not as much as this is gonna burn me, but sometimes that's all you can do. That's why cardio always comes after. It's like an extra thing to do. ESD, extra shit to do. That's what cardio is. Chain saws on the opposite side, just slow it down. ESD. Not bad, I mean, you gotta do that. Like, you gotta move, man. That'll make you really wanna eat clean. Shit. When you think about how much cardio you gotta do, right? How much, you know what I mean? It's like, shit, man, I already lifted, you know, 6-7 times this week, and I gotta do cardio, and you want me to eat that? It's like, I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. Let's get busy. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. There's only so many sessions you can handle, right? Or it's gonna kill your ass, man. So that's why I'm like, I can't work out that much. These days, sometimes it's like 10, sometimes it's 14 sessions a week. It's like, that's enough. Simmy, I thought you were ready to die. No, I never said that. I said I was willing to die. Ready to die, that's big and small, it's somebody else. I said I was willing to die. And if you ain't willing to die for something, you ain't fit to live, right? But screw that shit. You try to train that much, and you're gonna run into the ground. It will run you into the ground, man. But you don't believe in overtraining. I'm in for regular folk. And usually people are gonna say overtraining is more than once a day. Coming up next, mid rows, right? Grip in, coming down slow. Like, anyone who says overtrain, they think it's like work out 5 times a week, 2 days off. I'm like, dude, if you're listening to your body and you do it right, and your nutrition is where it needs to be, so your body repairs itself, and you're getting your sleep, and you're drinking your water, you can keep going. There's so many muscles to train. You can overtrain a certain body part. Let's get busy, because now if the muscles just flipped out, burnt the hell out, the joints toasted, of course you can't train shoulders. I mean, you've been doing shrugs and shoulder presses and all that shit over and over and over and over again. Now the muscle is blown, you gotta go train something else. But by the time you go blow out legs, something else is ready to be trained. It's just like, you know what I mean? So I don't think that, you know, from a metabolic standpoint, you can really overtrain, because if you're really hitting legs the way you need to, it's straight up cardio. You get winded, man. Like, shit. I mean, I'm kind of doing a little bit of cross training a lot these days. So whenever I do legs, I don't just do all legs. I mess around with upper body that day or that session as well. You know what I mean? But if I needed to, I could squat every day. Need to do that shit. Up next, standing shoulder press. Like anything I can get my hands on, man. Like I just want to move. That's it. When you want to get cut, and a lot of you guys want to get cut, right? You want to be shredded. Like shred. You want that shred. You gotta move, man. Like every day. Every day. I mean, how clean could you be eating? Let's get busy. There are some carbs. There's carbs. You know, unless you get your carbs down to 0. And that's like impossible because you're still eating vegetables, dialing down your fruits a little bit, or a lot of it actually, right? You gotta burn that shit off. You want your body to tap into fat stores. And the best way to do that is to use your active muscle tissue. I mean, everything burns calories, man. Growing hair, making spit, shit, man. You think your brain burns 500 calories a day. Just this thing, some of you dumb people, maybe half. Nah, I'm playing. I'm sorry, take that back. You know what I mean? Your brain burns a lot of calories too, man. You burn a lot of calories, but it's like, we gotta get on with this shit. We gotta get on with it, dude. Woo! Coming up next, body saws, right? So it kind of makes you think, man, like, when those foods come, especially the ones that are gonna promote fat gain, right? And you know what those are by now. Right? Those sugar bomb carbs. Those are gonna like spike insulin. Those are gonna make you grow fat. But I thought I needed insulin to get a good pump. This is true, but not as much as you're eating. People are eating way too much carbs. Let's get busy. Like, shit, you don't need that much. You don't need that much, man. Just a little bit. And it's on the days where you get busy, right? I told one of my clients, she's like, she was gaining, now she said, I don't want to gain, I just want to lose fat. I think I already told you about her. I'm like, fine. Wipe that, just change your whole diet around. That's what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? So, use food. Use it. Use the weights. Use the TRX. Use the rings if you want to use rings. I don't give a shit. Use a TerraCore. It's there for you to use, not to play with. Your food. This ain't playtime. Every now and again, you can play, right? But that's very, very rare these days. You're just not gonna get away with it. Unless you got some wicked ass crazy metabolism and you're like 22 years old. You might get away with it then. 3 atomic, damn that was fast. So we're gonna do pendulum on the side, 1 and 2, and then 3 atomics, my bad. Bring on the side, bring on the side, bring on the middle, 3 times. Get in the core, a little bit of upper body in there too, man. Like, people want to call you obsessed. I don't even get that. I think obsessions, like I've said before, obsession's overrated. Let's get busy. It's overrated. I don't even get it. Like, oh my God, you're so obsessed. You're working out at 12 o'clock at night. I'm not doing that shit to impress you. It's like, I got somewhere I gotta go. What else do you want me to do? I got no other choice. If you're not where you need to be, I gotta keep going. It doesn't matter if you're already out working the next average schmuck. Who cares? You're not where you need to be. I mean, do it safely. Foam roll, stretch, watch the joints. I have to remind you guys of that because I see that I have to remind my own clients in real life about that. They just go rogue sometimes and don't listen to what the hell I'm telling them. Right, drop. Coming up next, ab rollouts. Boom. Boom. Can't take any days off, man. Taking off, I'm not getting ahead, dude. You know, it's like these days, let's just get on with it. And I think that I'm really realizing that as like, I know I've changed, I've gotten leaner and everything, and that's great. People notice it in real life and on video, blah, blah, blah. I just think I should have been way farther along than this. Let's get busy. And that's kind of pissing me off a little bit these days. Like, I've said it before, and I say it for real. Like this time, when I get lean, I'm never gonna get fat again. Like, I love fitness, I'll always work out. but that ain't really gonna honestly save you. At least if you eat like me. I mean, I eat like I'm doing one of those mukbang challenges, you know, on YouTube, that shit. Like, I'm messing around, I could sit around and eat a whole damn pizza to myself, or something freaky, you know, eat a box of donuts. I could damn near do it. I don't like to eat a box, but I'm sure I could take out 6 or 7 in one sitting, easily. Maybe 8. I'm good for 8. 8 donuts in a row, right, straight up, like to the neck, no problem. A little bit of milk, it's on, it's on. Drop. All right, man, we're gonna repeat that entire circuit all over again, okay? All over again. Okay, so yeah, you gotta use your imagination, but sometimes your imagination can kind of like, you know, it can get you confused sometimes, you know what I mean? If you're not focusing on the right things, right? It's all about taking charge of your mind, man. Taking charge of your mind, and you get weary out here, you do. I get it. There's not one person, I've seen it. I've seen this on how it's affected people's lives and their minds and their, you know, bodies is great when we make the progress, but I see my clients so much, you know, I talk to clients so much that I know what it's like, man. I get it. I know it. I look at my own notes that I wrote down, and it's like, everyone gets this spot where you're like, what the hell am I doing to myself? Like, is this shit even worth it? And that'll kind of make you go insane, you know? Like, you know, the law of familiarity kicks in, and you do take things for granted. But I think too, in that, for me and other humans, when the law of familiarity kicks in, you start to like fidget a little bit. It's like, especially with this diet shit, there's not many, you can't go anywhere. It just got you boxed in. And at first it's like, I might get your diet plan, you know, real life clients, and, you know, if I do online, when I do online clients, it'll be things you kind of like. Some things, not everything you will, and there'll be some things you just can't eat. But for a while you're like, oh, great. But after a while, it's just so repetitive. You can only change up so many different vegetables, right? You can only swap out so many things. There's not like the variety. Like, you go out to eat at restaurants, you are seriously limited. Will you be starving? No. Will you be satisfied? Hell no. I mean, you'll be full, but you won't be able to play, you know? You kind of can't, once you get, it's like a biker gang, man. Once you're in, you can't get out. This is lifestyle, bro. You don't get to take off days like that, man. You can't play around with that diet that much. You're gonna pay. You're going to pay. It's so much more, like I've been saying to you guys these days, than calories in, calories out. This is a hormonal situation. And if you're a natty, like you should be, if you're not a natty, it's all good. Let's get busy. Yeah, if you ain't a natty, then you can, I don't know how the hell that shit works. I know it's different, but if you're a natural, not taking anything else, you're not on that sauce, then you really gotta be dialed in. You eat a couple stupid ass meals here and there, and that can throw off the whole damn thing. Take you days to kind of get that back in order, right? Oh. It's fun to start. Everybody's gonna start. So fun to start. How many people can actually finish or close this deal, right? How many people can finish? Just becomes stale, man. Different workouts, like, but you're in the same place, using the same equipment. That's why I love working out to new music. That's why I do it like this. I cannot work out and train for real without like some good music playing. That's the one thing that will really F me up and stop me in my tracks. Let's get busy. So like, I remember where I was, you know, in different transformations and what albums I was listening to, what songs were on when I had my different sessions or when I changed different times throughout my fitness career. I just gotta have the music. At least you got that going for you. That's why we play the music really low in the background, because I would assume that you guys are playing your own damn music, and you should. You know, I only got so many songs that I could play. I can't, everyone keeps asking me, why don't you play the mixes you play in your classes? Because I'll get flagged and YouTube will put strikes all over me, and they won't. I tried it back in the day, putting in some of the mixes that I play in class, and sometimes YouTube can't figure it out because they're so mixed and the BPM is off, but most of the time they can, and they'll mute the entire damn video. I don't got time for that. Coming up next, Dumbbell Crusher Hugs. So these days, man, I don't know how long it's gonna last. But usually, like I said, I usually listen to mixes by DJs. I'm just listening to Eminem's Kamikaze album over and over again. There are only 2 songs that I do not really care for. The 2, Good Guy and Bad Guy. I'm not really a fan of that. But everything else, that's 8 songs. Fire. Fire. That energy, man. Like, and it's not just because that's from my generation, you know what I mean, of rap. I've always known Eminem as the greatest rapper. We all understand that. But I've never been like a hardcore fan of any one of his albums. Like, there are a couple songs I like here and there, but it wasn't like, I'm not talking about rap, but whatever. Like, albums for me that I always hold in my heart are like All Eyes on Me, Tupac, and shit like that. This album, this Kamikaze shit, is the same thing for me. Is that All Eyes on Me? I feel the exact same way about it. Like, it's 8 songs, it's just, I love it, dude. The energy and everything is just great for me, so. I'm loving working out to that. I wish you would make a part 2. I really do. I really do. Drop. Coming up next, X-drills. Like this. But other than the music, man, it's just always the same old shit. You know, like, that's where people stop. Like, I've always compared fitness to YouTube. You know, I love them both. I do. I'm a creator. I love shooting and getting editing and writing and stuff. I love writing workouts. But sometimes you just do it so much, you're like, shit, I can't. Don't feel like it right now. Let's get busy. But you don't take no days off, man. You just keep going. You just keep going. This is a pretty good tempo right here. Down slow, pump, pump, pump. I think I'm gonna do a 15-minute dumbbell shoulder. I was working, man. I'm really in the mood for that. Dumbbells, TRX, and we'll do 15 minutes blasting out tearing up some shoulders. I think I could do it. I'm gonna be good ass pump. High volume of reps. Probably do 2 or 3 of those damn things. Get a little series. Pump. I love TRX for posting. I love it. Coming up next, chainsaws. Opposite arm, slow it down more than that. Alright. And use your imagination to fuel you and propel you forward, but like I said, sometimes it can kind of throw things off because, and it happens sometimes. You have this idea, you're gonna create this, you're gonna change your body, and you get excited about it, and it propels you forward. And then, sometimes about halfway, maybe 75% of the way, you're like, what if I can't do this shit? We all feel that way, man. You're like, what? I was so excited in the beginning. I was so excited about my gains. And then in the beginning, your body kind of starts to change a little faster. And then it'll start to pause on your ass, and you got to tweak and readjust. Where am I going to shoot this thing, right? The target moves, you move, right? That's why the very first important step is to have that clarity. That clarity that people say, you look amazing, and you're already clear about, like, this ain't what I was supposed to end up looking like. So you're like, thanks, but I'm not even done yet. Why would you even congratulate me on anything? Right? That's how I feel. Drop. Coming up next, mid rows again, nice and slow. People congratulate me on like how I look. It's just like, okay, cool. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, this is like a 8-hour work day and it's been 4 hours. Great job. It's like, God, they ain't even done yet. What the hell's the point of that? because I know in my mind what I'm supposed to have the finished product looking like, and so should you. And this way we can adjust and change as we go throughout the process. Let's get busy and never settle. Like, don't settle. Life's too short for that shit. Just settle for this. I've come far enough. It's like, nope. And that sucks when you gotta adjust and like go even harder than you've been going. It's like, I've already been sacrificing. I've already been trying, Sim. I've already been giving you this and this and that, and I give it up my time, and I've sacrificed so much. And now you're gonna hit me again. It's like, yeah. And that's why most of the time, when you're chasing greatness, it's gonna happen. You're gonna say this shit ain't fair. It's just not fair. But like everyone else, you've gotta go through it and pay your dues, and you're walking like, how the hell did anyone else walk this path before me? How is this possible? Coming up next, dumbbells in hands, standing shoulder presses. Every now and again, success will take a lucky jump, but it usually doesn't. It usually doesn't. You're gonna have to get out there like everybody else, stand in line, and just work your ass and wait for it. Let's get busy. Like I say, I'm not a marathon runner. I don't believe in that kind of fitness, but I do respect the state of mind it takes to complete a marathon or some long distance Ironman type shit, which I've never done. Like, I'm not saying my kind of fitness is easy by any means. It's not. But mine is just emotional and passionate, and boom, I just light shit up, blow it up, and then when I can't go anymore, I get to stop. You know, it's hard, it hurts, but I don't know. I think that if I did like marathon shit, it will wear on my mind. Like, and that's how I feel sometimes, you know, as you transform. It's like, damn, like how long is this gonna last for? I don't know what the hell that even means. Scratch that idea, drop. Body saws, coming up next. A little out of it, man. Been training a lot, body's getting weary, diet is boring. Wait, I got my next cheat day mapped out. It's been, shit, I don't even know. It'll be like over 2 months for me. Let's get busy, take off. I think I'm gonna have a cheat meal in October, like in mid-October. And the last time I ate some crazy shit was in the beginning of August. September, yeah. That's hella long for me, man. That's hella long for me. Since I haven't eaten like no sugary, fatty shit in hella long. And look at me. Yeah, I changed, but damn. Now I have more than this. Final 15 seconds. Oh. Drop. All right, hippies. Coming up next, we're gonna do what? 2 pendulum crunches and 3 atomics right down the middle. Should I train abs? Yes. If you're if you're a guy and you're under 18% body fat, and if you're a female, no, I'll take it back. Let's get busy. If you're a guy and you're under 14, start getting on them. And if you're a female under 18, 19, start getting on them. Because you're bringing your body fat down. It's only a matter of time before they start to pop out and show, and you don't want to have a flat stomach. I mean, if you want to have abs, you want to have some lumps and bumps there. You want to have some definition there, so. But if you're not really giving a shit about a six-pack, or you're too fat to even remotely see one, I would do abs about 10% of the time, maybe 5%. Your abs are involved in so many other exercises. There's really no need to attack them directly. Standing shoulder presses, abs. Squats, abs. You know, chainsaws, abs. They're everywhere, man. You don't really have to make a thing out of it, you know? Coming up next, ab rollouts, more abs. And honestly, like abs are like 15% of the muscles. They don't really whip off that many calories, which is why if you ever do ab exercises, you get sore abs, but you don't really break a sweat because your abs are like, it's like working calves. You're not gonna burn any calories working calves. That ain't no damn compound move. Let's get busy. So I have been doing abs as of lately because I'm getting ready to getting close. So I've been, training abs a little bit more here and there. So if you ever wanted to skip an ab move and like burn more calories, you do, a compound move, a press, a row, a squat, a lunge, whip off more energy, get that sugar out the body. Drain that damn sugar out. See? While you sitting around, you eating, bullshit, milkshakes and chili cheese French fries. It's like, I already got enough fat to get off as it is. Like, I'm not eating that shit. It's just like, kiss my ass. Drop. You know? All right, people. Day 7 done. Okay? We'll see you guys eventually for day 8. Make sure you guys share videos. If you want to share this video on your Facebook or text it to people, you can totally go ahead and do that. We ain't mad. Check us out on Instagram. Posting more video previews there. Online training is coming soon. You can look out for that. If you have any questions or concerns or recommendations, always let us know. Put it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I gotta go. Get it? Got it? Get that. Imagination is everything, right? But it needs fuel like anything else, right? And that's gonna propel you. You need your imagination. That's where great things are built from, right? And you're gonna need it throughout your transformation because it's like, it's not there. You believe in it, but you don't see it. Or maybe you've never even been fit, or if you've never had abs before. It's different if you've had it before and you gotta just whip it right back to where you came from. It'll be hard, but you know what it's like. If you've never been a certain weight or looked a certain way or ever had muscles, you're gonna have to use your imagination. As we always say, if you can't see it in your mind's eye, you'll never look in the mirror and see it, And it's scary sometimes because you're like, damn, we're tempted to just go with the flow and be like everybody else. And look outside your neighborhood. We go outside right now, right? Everyone's house looks the same. Everyone's yard looks the damn same, right? It's like shadowing. We always want to shadow and be like everybody else. Like everyone wants to order their steak medium, and that's how they live their lives. Medium. Medium rhymes with tedium. Right? So think outside the box. Like they said that Walt Disney would have meetings and he'd pitch ideas, and the idea that everyone rejected the most, that's the idea he would do. Because it's that's what it's all about, finding different things, using your imagination and being creative with it, right? So when you hit the set, don't get so caught up in that cookie cutter, so-and-so says do 12 reps. Whenever I write workouts or if I do for clients anywhere, I never would say do 3 sets of 12. I do not know how that's gonna affect you. General, maybe, but it's all about, what you feel, right? Flip it around, be creative, okay? So